Do you want to know what's working in paid social media right now? I'm joined with our head of social media strategy, Steph McGrath, and we're going to be talking about what is working in her accounts. She works with a lot of accounts in many different industries, working on what's now and what you could be doing to look at improving performance if you are running your own accounts.
So I run a lot of the biggest lead generation clients within the agency. And recently, what's been working really well for them is adding in more custom questions to lead forms. So I feel like back in the day, you would add in more questions and then the volume would go down, costs would rise. That does happen. But recently, we've added in some really good custom questions that has helped improve the quality of the leads whilst also keeping the volume up and the CPA down. So that's working well at the moment, but you just need to make sure you don't add in too many custom questions because you don't want to make the process super long.
That's so counterintuitive because I remember, as you said, like when we used to do these, I mean, it used to be as simple as give us your email, phone number, and they were already pre-populated. So a lot of the time, people didn't even know that it submitted a form. And we used to get complaints about this. And, this was an issue with lead forms. But then we'd add a couple more just so, even just making people try and acknowledge that they have completed the form.
Yeah.
So it's really, I guess, positive to hear that you're still getting very strong results whilst asking a lot more qualifying questions because that's going to lead overall to a far better performance of the lead gen campaign. But then also if these people are converting, then it's going to add more conversion data for then Facebook to optimize to generate more people like these who are better quality leads.
So Meta's releasing a heap of new updates all the time across lead forms. So something that I've been testing is conditional logic for some of my lead gen clients. So say you want to exclude people who are on a visa or they're on Centrelink payments, you can have that as a question. And then if they answer that, they are prompted to close the form or it's like a different end screen for them. So then you're not wasting your budget on these people who are not qualified as a lead.
Again, that's going to really help with the algorithm find more of the people who are the right leads and you're not going to be over-reporting on dud leads as well.
Yeah.
Not saying that everyone on Centrelink is a dud lead, just that if that's not your
Just
target audience, then potentially that is
what
that you might want to pre-qualify people out that are not going to be the right fit for your service or business.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so lead forms, definitely we've seen massive results using lead forms recently to the point where we're sending less traffic to websites now and using lead forms as our predominant lead generation driver within these types of campaigns. What's another area where you're seeing some really good performance in?
Yeah, so something I've been testing recently are Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, but dynamic ones. So these are completely broad, completely AI generated by Facebook. So basically, it's a shopping collection carousel catalog style ad. So essentially, the only targeting that you have on is like a minimum age and then some ad copy. And then Facebook pretty much picks the product from your website, distribute it to people who they think are most likely to convert. So it's completely broad and it's working really well. However, when you are running these, you need to make sure you have enough sales data so Facebook knows who you're trying to find. So if you're setting up a new ad account, that campaign's not for you. It's one that has a lot of previous sales data is definitely working really well for my e-com clients.
I imagine this will work especially well for clients with really big catalogs as well, because they're going to have different products that are going to suit different people. And so you, instead of having to segment out and target people based on the product category or whatever, you're then able to let just Meta use its AI and just get in front of the right people at the right time.
Exactly. And I am on the hunt for furniture at the moment and I get these ads all the time and they're always super relevant and I love them because it does the hard work for me. It shows me what I want within my feed and they're just great.
Okay, cool. And so how can people set this up? This is just a standard setting within the Meta ad account that they're able to jump in and activate?
So obviously you need to make sure your integration with your Shopify and catalog is up to date and that it's obviously connected. You need to segment your product sets appropriately. So whether that's into new arrivals or you want to segment them based on different product categories, you need to make sure they're all set up within Meta. But typically for the ones that I run, I do new arrivals. So it's quite broad and you're trying to push some of your new arrival stuff. Or you can do ones that are more tailored to sales or stuff like that. So there's lots of different options that you can kind of run with.
Well, I hope that anyone who's watching this is going to be able to take away a lot, especially if you're on the lead gen side of running campaigns. Make sure you're running these lead forms, test out using more fields in there to try and improve the quality of those leads. And if you're an e-commerce business, test these ACS campaigns out. Is that what it is? ACS?
No, ASC.
ASC shopping.
ASC plus.
ASC plus.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, make sure you test those out and really start taking advantage of Meta's AI as we're seeing some really good performance out of that too. Thanks for watching.